No! Don't open that door! They're going to get all the kills! Something's coming. G'day.
G'day, mate. How's it going? How's your Australian accent?
It comes in and out.
That's not terrible.
It's not, no, yeah.
Well, now it is.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Oh, you're in your head too much about
I was
this.
in the presence of a great beauty.
Aw, this guy. That's very, very sweet. I don't trust you after this movie, though. That's the thing that's happening. You're very, very fantastic in this, but what was it like as an actor having to go to a pretty dark place?
It was great. Yeah, playing a guy that's spooky, and you really don't know how spooky he is, or what's reality in this situation. You don't know if he's totally nuts, partially nuts, or just lying for the hell of it. When you lock a woman in a room, you know something's off with the guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
You know, it was a tad claustrophobic at times, but you know, if you're gonna be stuck in a bunker with a couple people, who better than John Goodman and John Gallagher Jr., so, you know, it wasn't so bad at the end of the day.
So you're in the John squad.
Exactly, yeah.
Not only is it a small room, but it is a small cast.
Yes.
How was it having that intimate feel?
It was amazing. It was probably the most pleasant acting experience I've had, which is kind of crazy because it's such an unpleasant story in many aspects, and so many of the scenes were so tense and draining and exhausting, but at the end of the day, it was like, you know, we were all just happy to be there and happy to be together, and I think we all approached it in the same way, which is just to have a good time and do our jobs well, and so it was kind of a very easygoing set in that way, which I was very grateful for.
They say that this movie came out of nowhere. Are you kind of like, surprise?
I know, surprise, guys.
How do you keep everything under wraps in an age where there is news immediately at in the palm of people's hands?
I think J.J. Abrams has learned a lot of tricks in terms of how to keep a secret, and he's very good at it. I mean, I could feel from the get-go that this was something that we were going to want to keep a little bit under wraps, and when we were shooting it, you know, the scripts weren't really getting out very freely. It was on lockdown. Yeah. You know, it was all those kind of measures were being taken to keep this, you know, under the radar. So I think it was smart. I think it's kind of an experiment in a lot of ways, but one that I think is really cool, and I'm excited to be a part of something that people are like, whoa, I want to see this now, you know, and they didn't realize 2 months ago that it even existed.
I'm very much part of social media, and yet I watch The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones every week, and I am still riddled with surprises that happen, and particularly in Game of Thrones. That series has been around for a while, and the books were out for years before any of those episodes, and yet we all had this wonderful communal experience together watching those amazing episodes unfold. And I think hopefully the same thing can happen with this movie, where people really do treasure and hold precious the experience of seeing something for the first time. And I'm sure there's some bad eggs that will try and ruin things, but hopefully not most.
The diehards of the first movie, what do you want to tell them about this movie?
I'd say that, you know, if you love the original Cloverfield, you know, I wouldn't expect this to be a sequel.
Not a direct sequel.
But I do think that it has the same spirit.
It's a kindred spirit.
And it is the same idea of taking a very big idea and making it small and personal and intimate and fresh and new, and kind of flipping the script on the kind of monster movie. So I think that they are connected in that way, and I hope people get the same thing out of this one that they did out of the first one.
And I think that people are going to be excited to check out the next chapter.
What I'm confused about is looking around to find the genre of this movie. It
Right.
says fantasy, mystery, thriller. What is it?
I think it's a suspense thriller. I think it harkens back to the old movies from Alfred Hitchcock, or even episodes of The Twilight Zone, and I love that it really plays with genre and genre expectations. Yeah, but I think it's a mystery suspense thriller. You know, I really do think it's those things.
Yeah, the genre is a bit of a mystery.
Yeah.
They're saying that it's a fantasy, thriller, horror.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, I guess it's a horror movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Horror.
Horror, 2 syllables. Otherwise it
Yeah,
sounds like
yeah.
something else. Thank you for the chat.
Thanks a lot.